Welcome back to Navigating Chronic Illness with Heart and Hope. I'm Valerie Alawiye, the founder of Coaching for Chronic Illness. And today we are going to explore the topic that often catches many of us off guard, and that is how changes in seasons can impact life with chronic illness. On the surface, a new season may look like nothing more than weather changes and calendar shifts. But for those living with illness, these transitions can bring waves of physical, emotional, and even spiritual challenges. Weather shifts, changes in light, differences in routine, and even holidays layered into those seasons can affect our bodies and our minds. Seasonal changes can alter routines, disrupt sleep, increase fatigue, or aggravate symptoms. Beyond the physical, moods may shift, and the balance of daily life may feel harder to maintain. These shifts can also stir up feelings of loss, grief, and longing for the life we once had. During our time together, I want to walk with you through what it means to navigate seasonal change with chronic illness. Together, we'll explore the grief these changes can stir up, the strategies that can help, and the hope that can still be found during these times. Because even with these challenges, there are opportunities to adapt, honor your needs, and discover new rhythms that support your well being. Grief is not only about loss of people or relationships, it's also about the loss of ease, the loss of energy, and the loss of predictability. Seasonal changes often hold layers of grief for those living with chronic illness. There can be grief in recognizing that the joy you used to find in these seasons has been altered by illness. You may notice grief when your body struggles with the changes in temperatures, or when fatigue makes it harder to enjoy the activities you once loved. You may grieve missed opportunities, canceled plans, or traditions that no longer feel possible. There's also anticipatory grief, the worry that symptoms may worsen as the days grow shorter or that isolation may deepen when routines shift. These feelings are real and deserve acknowledgement. It's valid to mourn what's harder now. It's valid to say, this used to bring me joy, and now it brings me nothing but struggle. That honesty is not negativity, it's truth. And naming it is the first step in finding ways to adapt. When you name this grief, you create space for compassion instead of pushing yourself with judgment. You begin to approach your needs with gentleness. You give yourself permission to adapt rather than demand that life remain unchanged. The beauty of seasons is that they remind us of cycles, of times to grow, times to rest, and times to shift. When living with chronic illness, our bodies often mirror this reality. We may not be able to push through every season with the same energy. Instead, we learn to honor our body's rhythms. That may mean resting more in colder months. It may mean planning lighter schedules during allergy season. It may mean adjusting your exercise, your meals, or even your sleep based on what the seasons bring. Honoring your body's rhythm is not giving up. It's listening. It's practicing compassion with yourself. It's saying, I will move with the season and not fight against it. The following are some practical ways to support yourself as the seasons shift. These practices won't erase the challenges, but they will empower you to work with your reality instead of feeling overcome by it. Track patterns. Notice how your body responds to changes in temperature, light, or routine. Keep a journal of how your symptoms shift as seasons change. Awareness gives you the ability to plan ahead and respond proactively rather than reactively. Prioritize energy management. Changes in sunlight or temperature shifts may drain energy. Plan for rest when you know your body will be more fatigued. Use pacing techniques, allow yourself rest breaks, and build in moments of restoration without guilt. Adjust your environment. In colder months, use warm blankets, heat packs, or indoor lighting. In warmer months, stay hydrated, use fans, and wear breathable clothing. Adjust routines gradually. As daylight hours change, try small shifts in sleep schedules, in meal timing, or in exercise routines to prevent overwhelm. Nourish your body. Seasonal foods, such as soups in winter and fresh produce in summer, can support your health. Pay attention to what helps you feel balanced. Bring light into your environment. Seasonal changes often affect mood. If shorter days impact you, maximize natural light in your home or use supportive tools like light therapy lamps after consulting with your healthcare provider. Reframe activities. If you can no longer do something outdoors, look for a way to bring the spirit of that activity indoors. For example, if you miss gardening, try indoor plants. Create comfort rituals. Whether it's warm tea, cozy blankets, or calming music, anchor your days with small practices that soothe and stabilize you. Lean on supportive connections. Don't wait until you feel isolated to reach out. Proactively connect with others. Stay intentional about calls, messages, or visits that keep you connected, even when mobility or energy limits your activity levels. Friends, seasonal transitions remind us that change is constant. Yes, they bring challenges, but they also bring opportunities. Each season carries its own beauty, its own lessons, and its own gifts. And while your body may struggle with these shifts, your spirit has the capacity to adapt and to grow stronger through them. You may not experience the seasons the way you once did, but you can create new ways of engaging with them. You can still notice the crisp smell of autumn air, even if you can't go on long walks. You can still find comfort in a winter blanket, even if the snow is too harsh for your joints. You can still find joy in the first blooms of spring, even if your energy limits your gardening. I want to encourage you to ask yourself a few questions. What is one small way I can support my well-being during this season? Where can I bring more light, rest, or joy into my daily rhythm? And how can I reframe this transition not as something to endure, but as an opportunity to care for myself more deeply? You are not powerless in the face of seasonal changes. You carry resilience, wisdom, and the ability to honor your needs in ways that matter. Adaptation is not defeat, it's resilience. By learning to move with the seasons rather than against them, you are choosing self-compassion. And in that choice, there is strength, courage, and light. Remember, seasonal change can be challenging, but it doesn't need to define your experience. With awareness, compassion, and intentional care, you can navigate these shifts with greater ease. You are not alone. Your story, your strength, and your presence are valuable in every season. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. May this season bring you grace, gratitude, resilience, and many moments of unexpected joy. To support you in this journey, I've created 2 free resources: my seasonal well-being plan and my seasonal well-being worksheet. These are simple guides you can use to reflect on what each season brings to your body, your energy, and your emotions. They include space to track symptoms, list energy restoring practices, identify comfort rituals, and set goals for connection and joy during this season. You can download either or both resources and use them as guides to care for yourself as you move into the weeks and months ahead. Download my seasonal well-being plan at https://coaching-for-chronic-illness.kit.com/my seasonal-well-being-plan. Or download my seasonal well-being worksheet at https://coaching-for-chronic-illness.kit.com/my seasonal-well-being-worksheet. Want to learn more? Subscribe to my newsletter for ongoing reflections, free tools, and notification of new episodes of Navigating Chronic Illness with Heart and Hope with Valerie Alawiye, my video series on grief, illness, and gentle healing. Or visit us on our website at coachingforchronicillness.com to explore options to receive more support.